What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing well today. So it's been quite a while since I last played some Mega vs ATV Legends, and the last major update I believe to this game was around August the 18th. Now I've not played the game since then. As you guys are all aware, my first impressions of this game was it left a little bit to be desired, and I've been told that it's been improved quite considerably since then, and that I need to get onto the big boy bikes to really notice and feel the differences. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. I'm just going to do some riding around, maybe do a race or two, see how the game feels to me compared to originally, and hopefully it leaves me with a bit of a better opinion of it than last time. So yeah, let's get into it. So I just bought a 454 stroke to try and experiment with it. Realised I didn't actually have enough money to fully upgrade it, so I thought I'd just do a race or two, earn up some money so I can fully upgrade the bike. And I've just hopped in here on my 125, and I do want to say that the actual handling feels a lot better than it did. Like when I turn now, the bike does actually turn for some regards. It doesn't just carry on going in a straight line. Even while the front wheel's turning, it doesn't just slide forwards, which is a good positive. However, audio-wise, I remember there was a whole bunch of audio issues back when I was playing it, and it seems like, I'm not sure if it was even something that was going to be fixed, but one thing to me that is very noticeable is if I'm on a very long straight, for example, like a lot of these trail courses are, your bike seems to just run on a loop engine-wise. It's like you've got unlimited gears, you just keep shifting up and going and going and going, rather than actually getting a rev limit, which is very strange to me. But yeah, so a pro and a con right there. But I mean, let's be honest, the audio should really come secondary to gameplay, I believe. But gameplay wise, it's nice, you know, it feels a lot better than it did. Also, were any of these flat ground tricks possible before and I just didn't notice about them? Because that's some of the funniest bit for me right now, is just messing around seeing what tricks I can do on the ground without actually doing anything else. Like just goon riding, like, rah. Oh god, okay, no more goon riding. Also not sure if this little supercrossy type track was here either when I played the game originally. So yeah, I don't know. It's been that long since I played the game that I really have generally forgotten what was and wasn't here before. What are the whips like now? Are they still... Oh, never mind. I've not upgraded this 450 yet, so she's a bit stiff in the air, so I can't really take that at face value. But the bike feels fast at least, which is quite nice. Okie dokie, I've made a couple of upgrades to the 450, so she should be able to handle and turn just in general a little bit better now. Now, I tried searching for an online game, which I am currently in. However, it's no shock that there is actually nobody playing online on PC. I'm sure there's people about on console, but that's not what system I've got the game on. I did search for Supercross, however, so I'm sure if I was to then go and properly try searching for just a quick match to see if anybody was online whatsoever, I might have some luck. But yeah, a little bit disappointing that there's nobody about to actually play with, and no luck whatsoever with just finding a general match. So the time for me currently is 8:30, so for most Americans it's probably about 2:30 in the afternoon, evening, whatever it may be, and it's a Sunday, so it's not like everybody is out doing things, you know, there should be people about playing. So to me, that I'm just going to take that as a sign that the game is dead. So it's going to be a little bit of single player stuff for me, so I'm going to ride around the compound a little bit, see how that goes. I mean, I'm still getting some weirdness when I lean back. It's almost like it wants to preload everything that I hit, which just shouldn't be the case. I should be able to lean back going up a hill and it be no problem at all. But it does feel a little bit better in general from what I did have. I remember first few videos I'd done on this, it was wild. You know, like bike just bounced all over the place. You'd hit a certain bump at a certain angle and just come to a complete stop. But this isn't too bad. This is tolerable. So I'm going to do some riding in the compound area, just so I'm not a complete spud when I go onto a nationals track. But I am going to go do a nationals race against the AI after this and see how it goes, see how it feels, and most importantly, see if I enjoy it. Because that's all I want out of a game at the end of the day, is I just want to enjoy the games that I play. I think that I can sit here and kind of slate how the game plays and handles and all that kind of thing as much as I like, but I still don't think that you can take away from the fact that the game looks incredible. Like just looking out here, this looks so good, which I think is all the more reason why it's a little bit upsetting sometimes that it didn't meet the expectations and it was released when it was. I feel like if the game waited another 2-3 months for it to release, I think it would have done so much better than it did. And I kind of feel for the developers, because obviously they work towards time constraints and deadlines and stuff, and it's just the publishers and stuff and the head companies at the end of the day that make the dates up for them. But yeah, it is a shame, but I'm getting little moments here and there when I'm actually really enjoying myself. So I'm going to hop into a nationals race now and just see how it goes. Okay, I've put this on hard difficulty, which may or may not have been a mistake, but we're going to see how it goes nonetheless. One thing that... Oh, actually, I suppose it is all right. So when I clicked on exhibition, and obviously you can only race the tracks that you've unlocked through career. You can't just ride any track you want, which I think it does make sense. I was going to make a big deal out of it, but it's really not that bad at all. I swear that gear on the left, that like silver gear, is the same gear that you can unlock in Monster Energy Supercross 5 or 4, whichever the most recent one was. Right, we've got the whole shot. That is a good start. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how the handling is. Now, I've not got every single upgrade on this 450. I think I've got suspension and I've updated the tyres as well. So the big standout area for me last time was how poor the steering was, and actually the front end digging in and actually making you turn. So that's what I've focused on here. And already, getting into like little inside ruts like that, it feels, dare I say it, good. Which is something I didn't think I would say when I hopped on this today. Let's get the whips going, see how the whips feel as well. That was okay. That was actually alright. Let's try again. So it looks like the whips that are more like scrubs, so you lean into the whip, feels good. It seems like the oppos, when you lean the opposite way like that, those feel a little bit clunky still, if that makes sense. Stay on the track. Go, thank you. It's the way that it brings the whip back feels a little bit off. But yeah, the actual like scrub whips and stuff, they feel alright. They don't feel too bad, and they come back by themselves for the most part, and then you kind of have to do a little bit of work yourself. Oh, can we get up and over this? Oh, get over it. Oh, barely. I'm noticing that if I am struggling speed-wise a little bit, the clutch really doesn't seem to be doing much for me in terms of getting the power going again. So I just feel like once I start bogging, I'm in the danger zones. Straights like that, where there's multiple, let's say, difficult jumps to clear in a row, that's when it gets a little bit unpleasant and you just have to case everything. There's no way of redeeming yourself. I feel like I'm using BMX bike shaders right now. There's bloody lens flares in my eyes. It's so bright. But it is such a pretty game, which is, like I was saying earlier before we started this race, which is why it's a shame that on release it just didn't do very well. You know, I reckon there could have been, it probably could have been one of the better MX vs ATV games if they got everything right at launch, but tried searching for games for a good 10 minutes or so earlier in multiplayer. There's literally nobody about on PC, and as much as I love you guys, I'm not going out of my way to buy this on console just to try and find people to play with online. I think one thing this game also did really well at the time is the actual level design. So the tracks themselves with the environment and obviously the graphics and such, which I keep raving about, they've done a very good job at that. So I think the tracks, there's so many tracks to choose from as well, that it's not like you're just repeating the same 4 or 5 over and over again. Like it is generally, the base game is so good. I think it's just the physics. Alright, let's try not to completely destroy this section this time. Up and over the first double. Nice. Oh, never mind, I'm not even in the section I thought I was. We got, oh god, avoid the SpongeBob. And again, no, we take that one. This is what I mean here, like I'm just stuck at such a low speed, I'm not moving anywhere. So around the outside here, get a bit of speed built up. Try and attack this whole section in one go. Go double, step down. Get over it! No! Oh, nowhere near enough speed. God, how are you meant to get over that? I'm on a 450 as well. There's me talking about being worried that I've put it on hard difficulty. The bots are literally nowhere to be seen. I can't see them on the map. I don't know how far behind me they are in general, but maybe I should have whacked it up to the max. I was even considering maybe being like, oh no, let's not put it on hard, let's put it on medium since I haven't played the game in so long, but that doesn't seem to be an issue. It seems to be very easy bots. Right, I've just gone into the menu to change my gear into manual to see if that's something that might be holding me back, because I feel like I'm bogging a hell of a lot, and there's some places where I want to be down in a lower gear getting a little bit of movement out of the bike, so we'll see how that goes. Nice as well, I don't know if it existed previously, but there's different options for your changing up and down gears now. So this time I've got it mapped to my left and right stick, clicking them down, whereas before I had to use buttons, which made it a little bit A little bit awkward to do whilst trying to ride around normally. I'll tell you what, I already feel like my momentum is better doing this manually rather than automatic. Just feel like I can be in the gear that I want all the time rather than having to rely on the game to do it for me. Because there was definitely stages where like, I'm bogging up a hill and it's keeping me in 4th gear, which doesn't really make much sense. And there you go, you can see I've got a 31-second lead on the hard AI. So yeah, if I was to do this again, I would definitely ramp it up. Let's get a nice scrub up. That's like the most satisfying jump on this entire track, I think. It's a really, really nice one, nice and floaty. Oh, so much closer that time. But I made a mistake before it, managed to bang it down into 2nd gear rather than it keeping me in 3rd or 4th. And I got a hell of a lot closer. So if you do still play Legends, and maybe that's something that you're struggling with, I know that's probably a very niche or a very small minority of you, change to manual transmission rather than automatic. Take control rather than letting the game do it all for you. Oh, look at that. That was a really nice scrub. Shame I went completely off track. I'm very surprised that I didn't wad my brains out getting back on there. I'll tell you what, I am getting little moments here or there where I'm enjoying myself. And then everything in between, whilst it's okay, it's a little bit boring, if I'm honest. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what it's missing to really kind of pull me in and keep me there and keep me interested. Alright, can I get this section right for a change? Here's the issue, because I've got to slow down here. Get over this one. Oh, go on. Again, up and over. Oh, Vojade it this time. Jesus Christ. Oh, hell yeah. Manual gearing. 100% the way to go. That was so much better than the first 2 times I went through it. Just wish that my rider knew how to bloody stand up. He's just taking an absolute pounding in the rear from all these bumps sitting down the hills. Oh, okay. Did not have enough room to do that. I had no idea what buttons do what sort of trick. So, note to self, don't press the trick button. Unless you're on the ground, of course, then you can get away with it, just doing your no-handers or your side cans. Come on, bring it back round. Oh my god, I'm a Steez demon right now. Really did not expect that whip to come back round as far as it did. There we go, going into the last lap. Got a little bit of flow going now, getting my head around it a little bit more. Oh, we've got a different rhythm going this time. We've tripled in. And over again. Oh, that's going to make it so much easier to hit this. Oh, no. Why am I so bad? Oh, that would have been so nice if I actually knew how to stay on the track. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, triple into that section. So much quicker. Jesus. And I feel like that's a common theme with a lot of these levels is there's almost, even on Nationals tracks, there's multiple, like, rhythms through the jumpy sections, which I think are really, really cool. I tried looking, actually, to see if there was any quote-unquote leaderboards, so I could see what lap times people have been running. I don't think it exists. I know there is a time trial mode, but I believe that's against your own personal best time rather than the best time in general, which is a little bit of a shame. That'd be a nice addition to it. Maybe if they're still developing the game, I'm not too sure. It's been like a month and a half since its last update. But yeah, I'm quite as you guys know, I'm a very competitive person, so I like stacking up how I'm doing compared to other people. So just little things like that would be so much nicer to have. Oh my goodness, send it to the moon. Turn around. And it's good. And that brings an end to my return to Alive. So, you know what? My final thoughts are, it is a hell of a lot better than it was, which is annoying, because if it was this good at release, I probably would have played it a little bit more, and I think more people would have stuck around. However, there is something missing that means that this isn't a game that I'm going to keep coming back to. You know, I might do it every now and then, maybe for the sake of a video if something else interesting comes out, but on a day-to-day basis, it's not a game that I can see myself just sitting down and playing like I can do with Reflex, for example, all these years on. I still go on and have a nice time now and then. And it's a shame. I hope they figure it out for whatever the next game may be, because I feel like in terms of a base, they've definitely got something good going on there. The actual engine the game's built on itself, everything looks amazing. It's just getting those physics down. And I think the whole absence of people online as well was a massive killer for me, because I'm quite a competitive person. I like testing myself online against everyone else. So that is a shame. But let me know if you still play the game. Obviously, I'm guessing you're on console, if you do, because there was nobody online for me to play against today on PC. I do feel sorry for you console guys sometimes. There is definitely a lack of high quality MX stuff that we, us PC guys, have the benefit of having. So yeah, I can't see myself ever going back to console anytime soon, at least. If you've enjoyed this video, please do drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hope you have a lovely rest of the day, whatever it is you're up to. Until I catch you in the next video, peace.
I'm working hard, I'm sacrificing my life, I'm sacrificing my mind, I'm sacrificing my sanity, but most importantly, I'm sacrificing my time. Boy, I feel fine, I feel like I am a king. Honestly, I can't complain, even with faith that's the size of a grain of some salt, I will still move a mountain and do what I want. I got salt to be for my